Hello, baby gangsters. This is Calvin, also known as Romer, and this is my first ever playthrough of Honkai Star Rail, and we're here on Amphoreus. As you can see, well, you can't see. Oh yeah, we're hiding. Too scared. That was too scary. That situation. What happened there was too scary. We're hiding for a little bit. We have to go down and talk to two people that basically saved our lives, I think, in a way. Well, we were gonna live anyway, but I think they more kind of like saved our mission. And that is the two Chrysos heirs, Finon and Castrum. Two interesting characters. I can't wait to learn more about them as well. We're still using our team today, the Firefly team, Firefly, Locha, Astral. And let's go talk to Finon.
I swear by the honor of the Chrysos heirs here, that your lives were never in danger. Before the interrogation started, Miss Castrum already sent a message to me, hoping that I would stop Aglaea.
Huge deal. Really huge deal. Because again, I thought it was just like what's interesting about Castrum, and it still is an interesting thing that she's kind of just like, oh yeah, like, I think death is just like, it's not really a punishment, but also like she was like, yeah, we can't let this happen. So she did put stuff in place as well, which is really, really cool.
Only a select few can sway Lady Aglaea, and Lord Finon is one of them.
So he seems very trusted, but she didn't even apologize. Honestly, like, I think Cell deserves to say this.
Aglaea, she has long sealed her heart in ice for Akima's sake.
I've definitely gotten that image of her that she would, as I said, she would literally dangle us off. I think she would like dangle a kid off a bridge or something for Okama. I genuinely think she would. Like, she gives that vibe.
Maybe this is the price of being a demigod. Standing among mortals, yet still so far from them.
So interesting. Because again, it's so true. Like, the idea that like, if you are someone who is like, has human aspects to you and god aspects to you as well, it's like you can't really relate to the gods fully. You can't really relate to humans fully. Because you're too powerful, and you're not powerful enough for the gods. You know what I mean?
One more thing to explain. Let's not worry about that for now. You'll soon find out that Amphoreus' deepest secrets are all hidden here.
He said like one more thing to explain, but I just assumed that like he was just using another word for a Chrysos heir as kind of like a demigod, someone who has been touched by the Titans. But I guess demigod is supposed to be, I guess, like something that he's going to explain more of, because I just would assume that a demigod would be just another way of saying Chrysos heir. Right, but I guess not. That's the thing. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, first, kindly look upward. What you see right now is the astral zodiac of the vortex of Genesis, divided into 12 parts that record the flame chase journey of the Chrysos heirs.
Okay, and the flame chase was all you were doing when you're trying to kill the Strife Titan?
The 12 vacant signs symbolize the 12 titans of Amphoreus, while each illuminated constellation represents one core flame that mankind has restored to its rightful place.
Okay, so 12 signs, the 12 vacant ones, 12 titans, illuminated the core flames. Okay, so each illuminated one has a core flame, each vacant one is a titan that's still alive, I guess, maybe. Is that what they're saying? Yeah, so they've taken the core flame back.
There are 6 restored core flames. You're already halfway through your journey.
Wow.
The generations before us paid a heavy price for that. The journey of the Chrysos heirs once faced immense hurdles and made no progress for a very long time.
Okay. And that generally happens, is like you see a lot of stuff that's done for you now. And again, I always bring up Ireland, how like the reason I'm able to play games for you guys is because people died before me. You know, it's true, and it's all, you know, it's one of those things that, like, you know, you don't think about it often, but like when you do think about it, you're like, yeah, if those people didn't die, like all the people in Ireland were not in the same position we are now.
It was Aglaea and Trebi who rallied the Chrysos heirs from all over the world once again, leading us to re-embark on this prophesized journey.
So that's what started. So it's Trebi and Aglaea. Okay. So Trebi is also, like, again, when I said they were kind of a diplomat, it didn't seem that way. But Aglaea then is probably like, that's why she's probably so respected as well. Not just because she's like a good leader to them, but she's the one who started this again.
And they are the only 2 demigods in the Holy City.
Oh, I thought the Chrysos heirs would have been, when he said demigods, I was like, oh, that must be Chrysos heirs, but there's only 2 demigods. Okay, that's way different than what I was thinking. Because I thought when he said demigod, I was like, oh, that means like the Chrysos heirs. No, it means like the 2 of them. Should it be the only 4 because of the other ones? Maybe they're not also demigods?
While Trebi, Trian, and Trinon are 3 individuals, I suppose they're considered one single divine essence.
Right, okay.
In the past, the Titans were the pillars of the world. Yet the prophecy's revelation is that these 12 pillars must be shattered and the world's order reconstructed.
Right, which I'm all for. I'm all for toppling gods.
But here's the problem. After the fall of the old gods, someone must hold up the broken pillars and fill the vacant seats until the coming of the miracle of Genesis.
So, even if they take down the gods, someone still has to be a god.
Otherwise, the entire world will collapse before the prophecy comes true.
Or someone at least has to hold everything up.
Aglaea and Tribe have already laid their own gods to rest, making them now both human and divine, as well as the bearers of Amphoreus' fate.
Wait. So since they already got their core flame, I guess? Since they got their core flame, they became demigods. And is that what would happen to the other Chrysos heirs if they maybe? Well, we're gonna find out, I suppose. But it seems like they become people who uphold that stuff as demigods. They are in place of the gods holding up the world. I'm gonna keep talking over this over and over again, and going through it in my mind because I want to make sure I understand this, guys. Will you also become demigod? I want to ask this.
So that's what you meant by your core flame.
I love Don Hung's voice.
Bringing down the Titans, retrieving the core flames, and filling the vacant seats. This is the mission of the Chrysos heirs. And I'm following in the footsteps of those two.
Mission.
Do you have anything to say about that, Castrum?
When it comes to the 12 Titans, no words can describe them more vividly than the whispers within the constellations.
So, yeah, what we said was kind of true. I think if you get a core flame, you become like a demigod.
Why not step forward and listen to them for yourself?
Sure.
Listening to the voices of the constellations. Is that really possible?
Don Hung is 110% information overload. Like, he loves information, he loves research. They're literally saying you get to listen to, like, the essence of the constellation here. The fury voice of the constellation. Like, he even sounds so excited.
Chrysos heirs, demigods. Is what's written in the prophecy truly Amphoreus' only possible fate?
Do you think there could be another possibility?
Sorry, I was just thinking out loud.
Oh, please do.
Please, step closer and listen to the voices of the Titans.
Speak out loud as much as you want, 100%. So she's thinking, like, is this the only way that we can do this? Maybe she's thinking there's another way that beyond taking back the core flames and becoming demigods?
Move closer. Listen carefully. And you may just catch the whispers echoing in the void. How about you start with the Lance of Fury and the voice of Nikidor?
I put my head in the water and I listen. And then I wake back up and then Aglaea is there again. Putting her hands in handcuffs. What happened now? What now? What happened? The day is silent and the dark has taken the stage. Flames rise higher and the drums fall like rain. Warriors soaked in golden blood, their cloaks tattered. So this might be the Chrysos heirs? Bronze shields you and brass echoes of my sorrow. What the hell is this? What is this? The stellar shrine of the Titans contain 4 major quadrants. Press to switch to the next quadrant. Is this like a mini game? Whoa. Is that his voice? Nikidor is the titan of strife and competition. According to the mythology of the Chrysos heirs, they declared war on the gods and cast the world into endless strife. However, the battle also took a toll on the war god, as the divine corpus was corroded by the black tide, and they fell into the endless madness. As their rage and ambition were never quelled, the Titankin Legion still roams the land, waging war against imaginary enemies. So Nikidor, it says here he declared war on the gods. So no, the Chrysos heirs declared war on the gods, and it cast the war into the end of strife. However, this battle also took a toll on him, and he was corroded by the black tide. He became mad, and he's still fighting this battle even now, because he's not being quelled. Nicodor is a noble warrior that wears the pure white sacred armor. Legend has it that the Lance of Fury that they wield can raze even the most powerful and prosperous city to the ground. Their bloodthirsty temperament has also made them a god of blood and sacrifice. Warriors gather under them and yearn to follow Nicodor into war and achieve an honorable death. Their disciples built a fortress known as the Castrum Kremnos that brings turmoil and fear to the world, much like their god. So he's known as noble. He can raise any place to the ground. He's also a god of blood and sacrifice, and a lot of warriors yearn to follow him. There was once a time when this war god was also a symbol of protection, using extreme violence to extinguish strife, and using war to maintain balance in Amphoreus. So at one point he was like a hero. He was one people like loved him. He protected people. It's so interesting. So we can look at all these actually, can we? I mean, they're not all that long. Again, I probably won't remember all of them, but I think it might be good to maybe go through like 3 at a time, because I'm saying this right now. If I go through all 12 of them now, something's going to slip through the cracks. But if I can go through like 3 at a time and study them in piece by piece and then hear you guys in the comments talking about them, whoever doesn't want to talk about it, I'm telling you my memory of them will be way stronger. If I read through all 12 of them now, not going to happen. So we'll do quadrant by quadrant. How about that? So we'll talk about the coin of whimsy, Zagreus. The core flame of trickery has been returned. Zagreus, in the Titan of Lies and Fortune. According to the mythology of Chrysos heir, their entry into the pantheon was a complete accident. They once stole Menestia's seat and disguised themselves in Menestia to be worshipped. The true Zagreus is often depicted as a two-faced god who is both smiling and crying. Its two parts are much like the coexistence of lies and truth in the world. One cannot exist without the other. Zagreus has no interest in fulfilling their divine duties. They love to cause divisions in the paths of the gods and play tricks to sow chaos and disorder. I think Sparkle would adore you. I think they would adore you. They do not have their own altars or temples either. This is because even Zagreus' disciples would not worship such a god. Thus, they have become the god of the poor and unremarkable. Legend states that they often appear in barren desert areas to provide people with unpredictable opportunities and change. Before setting out on a long journey, people would often curse the name Zagreus to reduce their chances of encountering the thieves or ill fortune. They would also offer up prayers in times of suffering in the hopes of everything suddenly turning around. This is precisely the reason that they are tolerated. Nothing is perfect, and no truth remains eternal. Change and carelessness can be fatal, but they can also be savior in a critical moment. So, what we're getting from this, lies and fortune, it was an accident that they were even joined the pantheon, and they even stole a seat at one point. They're depicted as two-faced, but their two faces are lies and truth, I guess. One cannot exist without the other. Or maybe it's saying that it is saying they're both lies and truth. They don't care about divine duties. They love causing division and disorder. They don't have any temples or anything like that as well. So anyone who worships them is kind of like, it's kind of like this poor and unremarkable god. They often appear in deserts and mess with people. So before people set on a journey, they go like, curse Zagreus, so they don't get bad luck. And then they're tolerated because they offer good luck as well. They prevent bad luck as well as giving good luck, I guess, or as well as giving bad luck. Interesting. Huh? That's terrifying. What are you doing? Thanatos is the Titan of death and annihilation, and no one knows their true form, for the dead cannot relay legends to the living. It is said that their touch causes a flower to wither, soil to crack, and metal to corrode, and flesh to turn into ashes. Everything shrouded in thick, dark mist disintegrating into meaningless fragments. Jesus Christ. Death and annihilation, and no one even knows what they truly look like. Is this... Do you think Castrum is going to take this core flame? Maybe? Through the Chrysos heir, though the Chrysos heirs consider themselves demigods by blood, they cannot escape the inevitable fate of organic life, death. The river of souls seeks out death and forms a path to the underworld across barren fields. When war claims too many lives and souls have nowhere to rest, the tides of the river's souls surge onto the land. With Thanatos steering a ship to claim the wealth and the deceased and guide them to the afterlife, they are believed to be the second in justice only to Talaton as they only take the excess from the gods without robbing the deceased's assets. They need to reach the afterlife, so they only take like what they need after death. So it's like, even though the Chrysos heirs consider themselves demigods, I guess they do, they still have to fall victim to death. And they steer the ship to claim wealth, but only what they need to guide people to the afterlife. As night falls upon the world, death and darkness become the rulers of Amphoreus. An unknown black tide rises in the great waves, swallowing the mortal realm and shattering the balance between the nether realm and the living world. The wandering spirits and monsters across battlefields, trapped between life and death, seem to signify that Tantalos, the keeper of death, is powerless before this force. So they're even like powerless against the black tide? And that's a realm between life and death. Okay. As the echoes of constellations fall silent, the next sound to meet your ears is waves. Oh, geez, that's so well done, but it's so scary. Are you kidding me? The unfamiliar call carries a longing to take your soul's essence into the pool. Enter a tidal bounty. Oh, okay. So and the stuff we obtained, we get some stuff there. Okay, an exploration of Amphoreus celestial ambrosia can be obtained through various means, such as completing Trailsblade mission, adventure missions, world missions, opening treasures in the world, and defeating spirit Heaves Bartholos, and occasionally appear, collecting creation nymphs, and solving brain teasers of Verax Leo. Okay, so it's a reward system. We have a lot already, do we? Oh, we do. I don't know where we got this, but I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, that's fine with me. Voice of the tides. The water returns to a serene state. How curious it appears that you have to bring Celestial Ambrosia back here next time to get something nice. So, we learned about 3 titans there. There's one of death, one of trickery, and one that used to be protection that now is of war. And it seems like in a lot of cases, like, there's a reason they're feared. Like, even the one of trickery is kind of terrifying in a way. But they're also like, there's a feeling of like tolerance and understanding of why they all have like a part in the world, it feels like. But a lot of the titans have collect your thoughts. What? Yeah, it seems like all have a part in this world, but they've gotten to a point now that they're no longer good to the humans, and the humans are suffering under them, I guess. As you sit down, the light of the stars begin to ripple before you. The waves shine, and the air seems to resonate with echoes. This place is pretty refreshing. It'll be a great place to come and reflect on my thoughts. That's awesome. Just a little bit of a sit down. Really cool stuff. Yeah, very interesting depiction of the Titans here, and I can't wait to read more. But of course, as I said, I'm only reading like 3 at a time, because I know for a fact if I read all 12 now, I would come out of this only remembering 2. You know what I mean? For sure.
So, did you hear?
I heard a lot of stuff.
The first time I heard the voices of the Titans, I was just the boy playing with swords, oblivious to the meaning of life.
So he's like, yeah, the first time I heard it, I didn't even know.
To this day, I still don't know why the prophecy chose me. But I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have already become a wandering soul on the battlefield. All right, that's enough of my story.
Interesting, okay.
I want to extend a heartfelt invitation to you.
Whoa.
Join the Chrysos heirs and aid us in hunting down Nikador and retrieving the core flame from the Titan of Strife.
Again, he's such a heroic character. He's, again, like the main character of, like, as I said, like an old black and white epic movie. You know what I mean? He is that. But something he said here as well, I don't know why the prophecy chose me. I'm grateful for it. Without this journey, I might have been already become a wandering soul in the battles. He thinks he would have died already, maybe taken by the black tide even.
If you still harbor doubts, I'll do my best to provide you with answers.
I think it'd be a good idea for us to think about this. Okay, let's ask these questions. How are the Chrysos heirs chosen?
Unfortunately, the workings of the prophecy still remain a mystery to us all.
So it's just a random choice?
The only reliable speculation is that it favors those caught in dire circumstances and bestows miracles upon them.
that's actually like a really cool thing that's happened throughout the history, not only in just like in religious depictions, but also in like epics and poems and even like video games. It's a thing where it's like if someone is at their lowest point, some magical force like pulling them out of it in a different way, you know? Interesting. Where are the other Chrysos heirs in the world?
Legend has it that the first Chrysos heir was born millennia ago. Since then, the Chosen Ones began to walk this earth. Then came the Chrysos War. A conflict backed by the gods, yet one that brought much bloodshed and claimed many heroes.
So that's claimed many of the Chrysos heirs?
By the time of my birth, the tales of the Chrysos heirs had become more like legends than historical accounts. If there are others called forth by the prophecy, I trust that fate will guide them to us.
That makes 100%. That makes so much sense, I should say. Because this happens through everyone's history, right? And it's not just, I'm not trying to say like, oh, he's just like me for real, but like we all have that thing where like something, even like something that seems like 100 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, it feels like it's almost like it doesn't even feel like it could be real, you know what I mean? How do you plan to fight Nicodor?
Armed with courage and unwavering resolve. Our quest will begin as soon as Trian locates Castrum.
That's
Kremnos.
the place where his followers built for him, right?
Without a doubt, it will be a momentous battle to the death. Prepare
He
yourself.
says it in such a like inspiring way that I'm kind of like, yeah. But he's like, it is going to be a battle to the death.
The path ahead is bound to be perilous, and I won't impose my will upon you. Yet, if you choose to stay, I, Finam, from Aedes
Look at
Elysiae,
him.
will spare no effort to bridge the gap between you
This is what I'm talking
and the
about.
Chrysos heirs.
He is like the epic hero in a movie. Like, you know, the one that's like, I will be your sword. You know what I mean? He's like the Aragorn of this world or something.
Thawing the ice in Lady Aglaea's heart won't be easy.
Great way to put it.
But I will do my best as
Hell
well.
yeah. This feels like you have my sword, my axe. It really does.
I'll leave the final decision
To
you.
me? You don't have any comments?
I trust Finan, but I trust your judgment
That's
more.
lovely. Thank you. What? We're staying, of course, but did they actually give you the option to leave? Can you leave right now? Does the story end?
That's wonderful to hear. You truly are the hope of Amphoreus.
Yep. And you said my desk is going to be beside my day? I didn't. You said I was going to have a desk beside him. Yeah. He doesn't. We don't really have desks. No. What do you have? Do you have like break rooms? I sit beside him. No, we don't have a break room either. You don't have a Chrysos heir break room? Do you have a union? We don't have a union either. You're just going to be a Chrysos heir. Chrysos heir beside. I don't know what you're. Beside my day. Beside my day. There, he gets it. Downhunk, he gets it. We're staying.
I've always believed that the journey of the Chrysos heirs is not meant to be the saga of a select few, and that we must unite all potential allies, especially heroic figures like you.
Are you like, are we gonna find out this guy is like the most evil, sinister person ever? Because genuinely, like, he's glowing. Like, his heart and soul is glowing.
Once we triumph in the battle against Nicodor, that should dispel Aglaea's doubts.
Okay, so we actually might get a core flame to prove to Aglaea.
Lord Finan, our guests seem quite weary. Should we have them return to the bath chamber for some
It's
rest?
a nice bath chamber, but like, I would have a hard time sleeping in there now, knowing that like, you know, we were basically like kidnapped during that scene.
My apologies, I got a bit carried away. It's been a long first day for you here on Amphoreus. Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trian will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Very cool. This is awesome. This is really awesome.
Well, that was a lot of drama for
Dawn
one
Hunger was
day.
crazy, but look, lovely we didn't really have a chance of dying then. You know what I mean? We know now that we wouldn't have died. But again, at the time we didn't know that, so obviously it's still gonna be traumatic.
Let's go. With Finan's guarantee, we can at least take a moment to
Yes.
rest without any worries.
I kind of feel like we might have forgotten something. Oh, March 7th's photo?
I almost forgot. A good thing you still remembered
Don
that.
Hong, you remember that so hard. What are you on about? He's like, good thing you remember that. Dude, you've been taking pictures like crazy for March.
Let's capture the spectacle of the vortex of Genesis.
I could marry your voice. I could marry your voice. Legitimately. It's so beautiful. I feel like maybe it's because like I'm so used to hearing Don Hong like kind of be he's talked like that before, but like we haven't heard, let's just be honest, we have never heard him talk this much in the game, and I'm happy for it. I'm happy he is talking. He was kind of like, I think, main character B in the Xian show. Like there was like main character A, which is always going to be Stell. Well, actually no, I think Stell is main character S rank, right? She's like always going to be like the main character. But I think if you think of the Xian show, I think main character A would have been to the whole story. I'm trying to think, where would you think would, out of all the characters, I would say maybe I'm trying to think who would be main character A. Probably, you could say Genuine. You could say Genuine or Don Hong, A and B, right? 100%. I think in terms of main character energy. I think on Balobog, main character A was 100%. Again, if you're not counting our crew all the time or Stell, I think Bronya and Sela are two good options for that as well. On Penacony, I would say Aventurine and Firefly. I would say they're like the main characters in the stories. And I think like it's one of those situations where like even like when he was a main character, it was still a lot of people pushing him around and kind of like not letting him speak his full mind all the time. But I feel like he's speaking now more than ever because again he's in a way taking the lead on this whole trip. And I love hearing his voice. Let's talk to him before we do anything else. Hello,
sorry.
Castrum.
I hope you can forgive me for my actions earlier.
Honestly, I forgave you at the curtsy before you tried to kill us. I'll be honest with you.
I had to follow Lady Aglaea's instructions to avoid arousing her suspicion.
Okay, that's fine. Look, it's grand. We've been through so freaking much, legitimately. Like, we have had characters, like, trick us 52 times. It's fine. Why did you choose to be the executioner? This is an interesting question.
Because I am the shadow of death.
The way she said that sounds like it hurt her to even say it.
But I prefer not to delve into such a heavy topic at the moment. Please follow Lord Final's suggestion and return to the bath chamber for some rest.
Yeah, I apologize for bringing it up. I didn't mean to,
If you're interested in hearing more of the world's voices, feel free to prolong your stay in the vortex.
Thank you. No, I didn't mean to bring it up and upset you. That's the last thing I want to do. Yeah, like, I really feel like, we've had characters, like, trick us 1,000,001 times in this game, like, and we still love them, so... I'm not going to sit here and be awful to Castrum over this.
Be sure to rest well in the bath chamber. I trust that Trianne will have returned with news about Castrum Kremnos by the time the two of you are fully recharged.
Sure. It's just so funny we're going back to this chamber that, again, we have for ourselves, which the last thing to happen in this chamber was Aglaea bringing us here to be betrayed. The totems of the 12 Titans stand here, 12 pairs of watchful and furious eyes, overseeing the world they forged, nurtured, and ultimately brought to ruin. When the 12 constellations align, and the miracle that Chrysos heirs speak will illuminate, or so the prophecies claim. I wish we could have the other spark. Maybe we can wait a second. Castrum, smile. Castrum, fine on. Okay. Fair enough. Still pretty.
All right. All the constellations of the 12 Titans are in there. Time to head out.
Don Hong taking... I need Don Hong to take the lead on so many other missions, please. Go to Amphoreus. Where's this? Just literally warp back here. Love the new loading screen as well.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
You guys all washing yourself? I was just betrayed. Oh, well, it's Greece. Stories of betrayal everywhere, you know what I mean? That is like a tragedy, you know? Yeah. By the way, I was just betrayed. Hey, I was just betrayed, by the way. Yeah, welcome to Amphoreus. Betrayal around every corner. Calm your mood and rest up. Hey, Don Hung, what's this? Get her. Wait, is this our, like, bed? I mean, it looks comfy at least.
Oh, so much has happened today.
I'm not a roller in bed, so this would actually suit me fine. I don't roll around in bed. Look at the smirk.
Do I have something on my face?
Today you talked more than you did. This game. Incredible. Incredible. This is not me just being like, oh, I noticed it. You know what I mean? It's like the game's so well written that we do notice it, like, as fans. And then they're like, it's for a reason. They're bringing it up even here now as well.
Well, since the talkative one isn't around, someone has to take her place.
And you have a beautiful voice. I love he's like, again, still talking about March.
But it's been a long day for me too. So let's get through the review quickly.
Sure. That's so fun that she mentioned that, because we thought that too.
By estimation, it took us about 20 system hours to figure out the current conditions on Amphoreus and build connections with the locals. A pretty good start.
I mean, yeah, we did, and we saved a lot of people.
But I feel that there's more to everything than meets the eye.
Sure.
Even the Chrysos heirs themselves aren't as unified as we imagined.
Is it too late to bail out now? We're still looking at things through the clouded lens. Wasn't expecting Aglaea to be that ruthless. I guess we could look at this here as well. Yeah, and the thing is, like, I think the one thing unifying all the Chrysos heirs is this idea of, like, things getting better, right? I think it's 100% that's it.
Aglaea's verbal attack on us was also quite sudden. There might be a reason behind it. With all these doubts in our minds, we can only just do our best.
Yeah.
There's no right answer to the Trailblaze after all.
Yes.
All we can do is dive into this world and take things one step at a time.
Somewhere right now, right, Himiko was there having tea looking at the newspaper, right? And she just went, I feel pretty good right now. And then somewhere Welt is like, you know, watching his soap operas. And he's like, oh, I feel like I could take on the world right now. That one thing Don Hung said, like, is exactly what they've been teaching this whole time. And they're like, yeah. They just felt it miles away.
Plenty of questions are still up in the air, but my brain is too tired to handle them.
Oh, my boy.
Finance right. Let's call it a day and save them for tomorrow.
Oh, and he even calls it a day. Calls it a day. You relax. I'll keep watch. No one's gonna touch a hair on your head. I guess I'm going to sleep too. In the meantime, this is incredible looking.
This campaign is going to turn out fine, right?
This is incredible looking from this angle as well.
Do not harbor doubt, teacher. As the interpreter of the prophecy for the Chrysos heirs, any uncertainty in your words may undermine people's resolve.
So she deciphers it. Okay, she and delivers the message, I guess.
All right. But it's just you and us here. By the way, Aggie, I was actually wondering, when you were in the vortex earlier with them, were you actually going to...
Interesting question, right? I think it's an appropriate question.
Certainly not.
So she actually wasn't going to kill us? This is interesting, because I think then I have to reassess her character then. Were you actually going to... I think she means kill them, so she's saying she wasn't going to kill them. So this is such an interesting perspective, because from the perspective of me and Castrum and Finan, she was going to do it. At least from their perspective, they had to step in and stop it. From Aglaea's perspective, she wasn't going to do it anyway, but she needed them to think that at the very least. So maybe she's not as ruthless as we think. Maybe she just needs people to feel that she's ruthless, and sometimes that happens. You need people to, like, at least fear you somewhat.
Phew, that's good.
Very interesting. And actually, it's more interesting, honestly, the fact that, like, she wants people to think she would do it. And clearly Finan and Castrum had a little bit thought that it could happen, you know? Because they sent a message to Finan to be like, please get here now. So that's so interesting. honestly, like, I don't mind my interpretation of a character not being right. I don't mind my interpretation of a character not being 100% correct. Being wrong is fun as being right is, you know? It just means you learn something new.
Why even bother to ask? If you were truly convinced of my intent to harm them, you would have intervened.
So she's like, Trevi, you know I wouldn't have done anything because you would have stepped in. This is such a great dynamic for all the characters. Because Phynon and Castrum believed she was going to do something. Aglaea wasn't going to do anything anyway. Tribi knows Aglaea wouldn't do anything and she would have stepped in. And I'm guessing that from Aglaea's perspective, she knows that Tribi would have stopped her. So there's all these different things going on at the same time.
You sure don't miss a thing. We are just curious. What is really going through your head, Aggie?
What are you thinking, Aggie?
Initially, my plan was to use the threat of banishment to test their resolve and perseverance.
Interesting. So it's like, I guess it's like, people do that sometimes with, like sports and stuff like that. Like they like haze people to see if they're going to be like, and by the way, sometimes it's just pure bullying. I don't want to say this is what Aglaea is doing, but like sometimes sports hazing can literally just be bullying. But that's what they say they're doing. If you withstand it, you can stay. But in this case, I think she's like saying like, if they go through all this and they still want to help out, then that means that they really want to help out.
But I noticed a sense of unease in Castrum. She trusted in them and even reached out to Phynon in secret.
She knows a lot.
I was unaware.
She knows a lot.
Therefore, I took advantage of the situation and changed the threat from banishment to execution to see if the two could remain firm under the most extreme pressure.
That's so freaking cool. So she, like, again, everyone was like not playing chess with her. Everyone was trying their best to get around Aglaea here, even ourselves. But Aglaea's like, I knew everything was happening. I literally set the whole situation up that no one was going to die. No one was going to get banished if they didn't want to be. And like everything was going to be okay. But then that wasn't the perception that everyone else had in that situation. It's so good.
Simultaneously, it might also strengthen their bonds with Phynon and Castrum.
Like freaking hell. Like she's actually a genius, right? Like to even think this way at all is so smart, you know? Not only did she test our resolve, but she made us, and we are now closer to Castrum and Phynon. We're way closer.
Do you have to go to such lengths for the battle against Nikador? That's going to make it a lot tougher for you to gain their trust.
But I wonder if she thinks, well, if they have Phynon and Castrum's trust, that's enough.
That's not important. You and I will eventually step off the stage and leave Amphoreus' fate in the hands of others. That's the future you foresee, isn't it?
So that's what... Wait, so you and I will step up the stage. So they're saying that like at some point, them as demigods, because they're the ones holding... Maybe because they're holding everything up right now, when all of it's over, when the transition happens with the Genesis prophecy, whatever it's called, they're going to be gone. And I think it's what Phynon was saying earlier, right?
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff.
The prophecy of deliverance is nothing if not ambiguous. It urges us to defy the gods, yet refrains from providing a clear glimpse of what lies ahead. Right now, it is people's faith in the prophecy that unites them around the Chrysos heirs. Should a time come when their faith is shaken, all will crumble.
Her voice is still so good. So like again, it's just Galadriel feeling off of her. So yeah, and this is also a very true thing. If your faith is shook about something, you know, all it takes is a little bit of to pull the thread and everything falls apart.
Hence, we must be prepared. When our task is to craft the armor for the deliverer, what harm is there if you and I don humble attire?
The deliverer?
Eggie, have you noticed? You keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are a counterexample.
Explain?
Perhaps it's because my humanity is distancing itself from me.
Okay.
Another never-ending dawn. How bright is the day, and how long is the night?
So she said that you keep saying you don't believe in humanity's altruism, but your actions are counterexamples. So I'm wondering if like it's like because her humanity is distancing herself from her, she wants like she puts like more. She's putting more stock in humanity, or she's putting more. Or she wants to put more stock in humanity, maybe?
The golden thread hangs unusually silent today. As if the heavens, earth, and ocean are all holding their breath. Could they be mourning the impending downfall of a titan?
This music in the background too, again, mystical, magical. It's like a fairy tale. It's so gorgeous.
Unwinding in a bath sounds appealing now. Would you care to join me?
Let's go, Aggie. When have we ever been able to say no in all these hundreds of years?
It's like two like old ladies, right? Oh, Aggie, let's go. Let's go to the pub.
What's that sound?
What is the sound? Who, that witch? What is this?
Who's talking?
Yeah, what the hell is this?
Me?
Huh?
Me?
Tell me who you are. Is that you, Stellaron? What are we seeing? What the hell is this? It's like I'm trying to get a good view on the shape even. This is so weird. This is so weird. Sleep, go sleep. Disturb should not. What did we just witness?
Am I dreaming?
What even was that?
Feels like there's been a voice talking in my head all night.
It was barely a voice. It was like a sound. It was like murmuring, like me, me, me. What the hell did we just like? I don't know. I have no idea.
I should probably mention this to Don Hung.
I'd mention anything to Don Hung. This is really great so far. Like this, even this episode we have here, like learning about the Titans, learning about the Chrysos heirs mission, the idea of the gods, the demigods, and propping up the world after the Titans are gone. Returning of the core flames, getting a core flame to become a demigod. The fact that Tribi and Aglaea already have their core flame returned to them. Seeing how much Castrum and Fina knew, and what Aglaea knew, and what Tribi knew. Like, there's so much stuff here that it really is just like a really intricate story, and it helps that like the whole world is beautiful and everything looks so great so far as well. It's been so great. Don Hung, there was a voice inside my head, okay, and it was you. It was you. I looked beside me, and there was one footprint in the sand, because Don Hung was carrying me. Ignore me if you love me. You love me. Okay, let's go.
You're finally awake. About time.
Don Hung seems like he was awake for 3 hours at this point. I slept pretty late. It's so bright outside. Have you been up for a while?
Yes, I wake up easily when it's too bright outside. The sky has been like this since we arrived at the Holy City. Did you sleep well?
There was a voice in my dream.
A voice? The voice of the Stellaron again? Or...
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that first as well. It sounded like an animal, but somehow I could understand it. I couldn't really make it out. It was like speaking in riddles.
In a way, chaos is the nature of dreams. Keep note of whatever you can remember. This strange dream might be connected to the rules of this world.
Yeah, and I think that taking down, especially with Stell, writing down what you had in your dream is a good idea.
While you were asleep, I did some thinking. I believe the most pressing concern is still how the people of Amphoreus view what's beyond the sky. Unfortunately, contacting the Express might not be feasible for a while.
If we try to fly to Amphoreus, we'll incur the wrath of the gods, the Sky Titan.
Yes. In the worst case, the entrance to Amphoreus is a one-way door, letting people in, but not out.
Crazy. So, like, we literally, like, we're allowed to stay here, even if we don't help with the Chrysos heir stuff. But we'd basically be doing nothing here, which again wouldn't be a terrible thing. They're not obliged to do anything. If Stella and Dan Hong felt that they wanted to just relax here, that's their prerogative, you know. But again, it's just not like them. They choose their own trailblaze journey. The background's so beautiful.
Oh, there's a new message.
From who? Chrysos heirs group chat. Oh, it's fine on. Did you get good rest? The concept of a near demigod taking a profile picture. Fully recharged. I'm ready to tackle something big. Nice, you're all fired up. The room conditions are great and it's comfortable to rest here. Is there something you want to discuss with us? I've got some good news. The teacher Trian has located Castrum Kremnos. Hurry to the Chrysos heirs bath in the Memorial Palace and let's get ready to take on Nicodor. So we're doing it now? You can rest for a bit longer, no rush, take it easy. What? It's happening right now this second?
I wasn't expecting the expedition to set off after only a night of rest. Let's set the questions aside.
Oh god.
For now. The Chrysos heirs are getting ready to mobilize.
Goofiend, back here right now. Gooey boy, come back here right now. Gooey boy, come back here right now. I don't have to do this, I forget. I have no idea. I'm just gonna try what I did last time and see if it works. Yeah, it seems to work. Whatever I'm doing, it's working. Gooey boy, stop taking my chest, okay? So this is your home. It was completely vacant last time I was here. You were moved here before Aquila could blink. I just came to take a look around, honestly. Did I invite you here? It's far too extravagant in here. The stench of its opulence and lavishness makes me sick. While I was making my way through the wind and rain, you were living up in this mansion, throwing back ambrosia, and living good life. What's even more loathsome is that you live in such radiant luxury and would squabble with me over a mere chest. Just the excess that leaks from the gaps of your teeth would make me clothed and fed for a whole year. So you're acting like you're hard done by? Is there any fairness in this world? Is there any justice? Are there no laws anymore? If Tantalon knew of this, they wouldn't burst into tears. Tantalon is the... Or Talaton. Talenton was the god we just learned about, the titan we just learned about. If you want to stay here, you can come whenever you want. You can come whenever you please. Huh? Are you serious? I'm not so free and easy. Just wait a minute. Are you making fun of me? I don't mind you hanging out here. It doesn't bother me. I'm not the one who makes fun. I'm the one who makes fun of others. No one has ever done it to me before. You'll pay for this. What? A battle? I did not expect this. I don't know how to use this team, by the way. We'll try our best.
Detonate.
Try me, they said. I've never used this team. So I'm just gonna press buttons. Bounce? I'm just gonna press some buttons.
Fight to live!
Stay in step.
We have to attack him with an ultimate?
Let's improvise.
This is a support move though as well.
The mood is set just right.
This will be an ultimate.
Let the show begin.
No idea what we're doing here. I'm gonna learn more about what we can do with these characters anyway in a bit. It's just I wanted to get into playing as soon as possible.
Let me stay here a little longer in this body.
Firefly breaking my heart every 2 minutes. Are you done? Next time you leave the house, remember to lock your door. Otherwise, you just see what happens. Yeah, I know that. You know when you're getting beaten up and you've lost the fight and you're the one to go, you just wait and see. You just wait and see what happens. I keep walking. That's such a beautiful place as well. There's so many beautiful places here, of course.
Hey, great to see you here.
So cheerful.
Trusting our fates to two strangers. Is this madness or folly?
Yeah, fine on. That's what our team thinks. Me, Don Hong, and Mighty think it's folly.
Maybe both. You should really make more friends, Mighty.
Oh my god, I can tell Finon and Mighty's relationship is going to be so freaking fun.
Heroes, your attention.
Look at this image as well.
Trian has returned with news. For the first time in many years, we have dispersed the fog around Castrum Kremnos and verified its location.
Wow.
the awaited moment has finally arrived for the Chrysos heirs. Our path forward is now clear. Vanquish Nikador, the violent Lance of Fury, and bring the core flame of strife back to Akama to fuel the prophesized miracle.
Honestly, like, the way this is described is like a big task, right? We're vanquishing a strife titan, the strife titan.
This is an arduous mission, and I must heed the voices of all to determine the best candidates for this campaign.
Okay. These designs are incredible.
Should you harbor any thoughts, this is the moment to bring them forth.
I, Finan, of Aedes
Of course. Yep.
wish to join the crusade against Nikador.
He wants that core flame, right?
Furthermore, I recommend the 2 warriors from foreign lands. They have fought alongside me against Nikador's double, and I have full faith in their bravery.
Man, he's just such a hero. He has just a heroic vibe all the time. That sounds really dangerous. Too late to back out. Guess we have no choice but to give it our all.
Are you still not used to it? This is the destiny of a trailblazer.
Yep, I mean, yeah.
I, mighty from Castrum Kremnos, volunteer to join.
Wait, he's from there? That's interesting. He's from the place where all of, so maybe he's a former soldier or something?
Nikador has become corrupted over the years.
Interesting.
Their pride waning, but their might endures. Victory only lies in assembling a full-fledged army.
This is my guy. This is my guy. And I wonder if I'm guessing he might have been at one point a follower of Nikador. Because again, Nikador was described as someone who used to be a protector, used to be like really respected, right? And still is respected amongst his own men.
I'm willing to join as well, to help guide departing souls and ease everyone's burdens.
That's a big party.
I concur with your opinion. Though their divinity has faded, Nikador remains a formidable adversary.
Yeah, I mean, but still, that's a Castrus, Mighty, Danhong, Stel, Finan, pretty huge.
Yet, I cannot jeopardize all of your lives in one single battle.
All the eggs in one basket.
As we speak, the Hand of Shadow remains missing. The Eye of Twilight is still coveting our land, and Circes and Orynyx present significant threats, despite their lack of overt hostility toward humanity.
Look at all these different terms. So as you speak, the Hand of the Shadow, we saw the Death Titan, that we don't know what the true form is of, right? It remains missing. The Eye of the Twilight, Sky Titan, is covering the land, so they're going to attack anyone who tries to leave. Circe's the Reason Titan, and the Orynyx present significant threats despite the lack of their overt hostility towards humanity. So it's like we can't just let people leave. We can't let everyone leave.
Even with 2 demigods protecting the holy city, the risk is too great. Hence,
so we're only going to send a few.
Castrus, you must remain here. Your place is not on the front lines, and the battlefield is best left to the warriors.
Okay. See, I get what she's saying. This is so true. If you leave yourself open at home, any type of defensive maneuvers are going to be weakened.
I understand.
This is something that's happened throughout history. It's like if you send your entire force to attack a nation, like like say you're in medieval times, even before, it's like if you send anyone to attack anyone and you don't leave people behind, you're open to attack and they're needed at home too.
As for the 2 foreign warriors, select one to accompany you, Finan. Placing both esteemed guests on the front line would not be proper.
Wait, you're not separating us, Aglaea. You're not separating us at all. Who are you? Who are you to separate us? Who are you to separate us? We already got separated from March, and now you want to separate me from Danhong. I'm so upset. Just let me have one of the trio. Let me be with one of them. Please. I beg. I beg. Please. Can I say as well, it's really great how they built up this whole and this part here. I love this because it showcases how dangerous the Titans are as well and how like big of a threat they pose. And I wanted to say this before we go into losing Danhong again.
She excels in wielding a range of weapons, and her flaming lance has quelled the enemy's advances multiple times. Mighty and I are both better at offense, so from a tactical standpoint... would you be willing to fight alongside us?
Me and Dan Hong? Together? We will. I might not be tank enough. We could try that Dan Hong tank. Okay, let's do it. I'm not letting Dan Hong tank. Can I bring
have no
him?
objections. Aglaea, the three of us will take on the mission to hunt down the Titan.
Four of us. Me trying to drop in the hints. Four maybe?
Mydemos. Castrum Kremnos was your home.
Mydemos?
Your people were once Nikador's followers.
There we go.
Yet, you've chosen to turn to Akima and dedicate yourself to the prophecy.
So what we do is, I love that they drip feed you that, right? We kind of like had this idea that what was happening, like when he mentioned before about it, like now we kind of like realize, yeah, he was probably a follower of that place. But his name is Mydemos.
Do you swear, upon Kefali's body, to make this mission of the Chrysos heirs your foremost duty?
Can't make pretty people swear like this.
When Nikador succumbed to madness, they stopped being a god to my people.
Jesus, man, what a reading of that line, and what a line. And you can look at the determination in his eyes. He's looking right at Aglaea as well. There's no shakiness. There's no him looking side to side. There's no shiftiness. There's no nervousness. He's saying, I mean this.
I will use my wrath as a human to strip that god of their authority.
Hell yeah.
As for the core flame and that soon-to-be vacant divine throne.
Man, he's like bitter about this. He's angry about this.
If that is the object you desire, you can have it. I have no interest in becoming a replacement god.
He said that with like a bit of bitterness as well. And the way he said this here, I will use my wrath as a human. He wants, as a human part of himself, to strip it of his authority. Because again, when he became mad, he probably like did a lot of bad things to his people, right? So he's like, as a human, as my people, not as a demigod, not as a Chrysos, I want to destroy this guy.
How generous. But I'm not the type to accept charity. So I'll definitely be the one who deals the final blow through Nikador's heart.
They literally are the Chaz and Jaden of this story. They literally are the Yugi. Not the Yugi and Kai, but I think Chaz and Jaden is a way better example.
The party that will embark on the expedition to Castrum Kremnos is decided. Finan from Ides Elysiae.
Awesome.
Mighty from Castrum Kremnos.
I love the way she says where they're from.
And the distinguished guest from the Outlands.
Oh my god, distinguished guest is a typo. No, like, I love this. It makes it so, like, official, and again, like, has this air of, like, importance, like, Ides, from Ides Elysiae, whatever, you know, my day from the Castrum Kremnos. It really, like, gives them, like, an importance, right?
I, Aglaea from Akima, Chrysos heir, and the demigod who bears Nestia's divine authority, hereby bless your journey ahead.
The Romance Titan. Thanks for the blessings.
Trian will open the gate that will lead you to Castrum Kremnos. May the golden thread guide you on your journey and bring you safely home.
So there we have it. Is Don hung around here? Where'd he go? Did he go home already? He's back at the hotel. Oh, he's over there. Okay. Just in case they make a cutscene happen, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go around here. Psst, Danhong, get in my bag. Get in my bag. You're coming with me. Yeah, really great way of presenting that, by the way. Like again, the importance of it, the not only showing how dangerous the Titans can be, what they need on this journey, the motivations of characters, find on to take the core flame, but also with My Day, he just wants to destroy and take away his throne of this former Titan they used to like worship, I guess, as well. Really cool is showing the motivations here, honestly.
I plan to stay here for a while and learn more about Amphoreus from Lady Tribi. You'll handle the action, and I'll deal with the research.
Okay.
We each have a role to play.
Okay. Yes, please, show a goodbye hug. Donald refuses your proposal with silence. As we go on, we remember all the time. Yeah, okay. I can afford to like, because you know YouTube doesn't pick up on me singing songs through copyright. It does for like American channels, I think, because I have a slight accent, so it doesn't pick up the songs. But American channels, if they sing a song, they can see it as a cover. Usually I wouldn't mind, but since I have like bad upload times right now, I have to like really be very careful because I can't just re-upload videos, because one Honkai Star Rail video is taking 15 hours to upload, so I gotta be careful. you know? I can make up my own song about Dan Heng.
It is by the will of the gods that you stood on Akima's side in the end.
I thought you didn't trust me. No thanks to you is crazy.
You are Finan and Mighty's companion. So long as they're willing to entrust you with their lives, my trust in you doesn't matter.
And that's so crazy, like, she's still playing this game.
Stand with the two Chrysos heirs. Akima has need of a true god of war. It's time for the mad god Nikidor's reign to end.
Okay. Yeah, because I think she's still, like, she's playing the part of the one who doesn't trust us. And I think, again, as she said, I'm saying she probably still has, like, a lack of trust of us. So I'm saying that she's playing this part of, like, as long as they trust you, it's fine. Right? Because it did bring us closer together to Finan and Castrum, and now might bring us closer together to my day as well. You know what I mean? It's actually very smart in a way.
Please, come back victorious.
I will.
I'll pray for you. May your steps be ever quicker than death's relentless pursuit.
Thank you so much, Castrum. Thank you so much. Crazy. They said I have to stay here. You go. Okay. Let's go.
Blow, wind, blow! All the way to Castrum Kremnos!
The way she says it. I love the outfits here. The color coding of Finan and My Day. Just the red and the blue look really great together.
Woohoo! Snowy, D, let's fly together! All the way across!
We don't have wings on our backs, Trian. Can you open a gate for us?
Oh, a gate!
So Trian's a little bit crazier.
Alright, let's open a gate! Century gate! Woo!
She's like, this is boring. This is not what I expected from this. Why does she act like a child?
It's true, Trian is very playful, but she's the best gatekeeper at Amphoreus. Her century gate never fails.
I have no doubt. There's a chance of failure? Is there another way to travel?
Instead of worrying about gates, why don't you take the time to think about how the three of us are supposed to fend off an entire army?
Bro's like, how about you learn how to fight, bro?
That's not like you at all, Mighty. Don't tell me you're scared.
Oh my god, I can tell he loves pushing his buttons. He loves it.
Alright, Century Gate is opening soon. Right now!
He's adorable.
Snowy, D, and Newbie Little Gray.
Little Gray?
Are you all ready?
Snowy, D, and Newbie Little Gray are great names. Let's go. Let's go slay God.
Slay, slay.
She's so funny.
Hold on. Take this with you.
A hug? Dan Heng gives March 7's... Oh, again, he's always thinking about her.
Record the sights you see on your adventure. For March.
He's always thinking about her. Wait for my triumphant return.
Keep yourself safe. And work within your capabilities.
Dan Heng saying this is the equivalent of saying, I'll miss you, please be careful. You know what I mean?
Stand still and listen up.
Trian is so funny to me. She reminds you of Buttercup in the Powerpuff Girls.
We, Treeby, Trian, and Trinan from Yanisopolis, messengers of the Chrysos heirs and the demigods who bear Yanis's divine authority, give unto you our blessings. May fate show you benevolence and seal away all paths that lead to dead ends. And throw open all gates that lead to victory.
Nice speech. Very good speech. Yeah, she's very funny. She's very adorable. Device 9. Whoa. Look at this.
It's quieter than I expected.
Really cool stuff.
It's corrupted, but still familiar. This is Castrum Kremnos.
So this is the actual location where he... Oh, it's so... Like, even look at the energy of this place. Like, the vibe. Like, the light, the moonlight shining down. The kind of overgrown grass. It's really pretty.
Times really have changed. Even Nikidor's own lands are on the verge of collapse. I haven't seen any sign of Titankin.
Titankin? Look at this, man. This is a duo. I would watch a full TV show about these guys.
If even half of Castrum Kremnos' old might remains, it would mean that Aglaea sent us to our deaths.
That's a... Crazy way to emphasize this.
This is the outer city corridor. It used to be heavily guarded by soldiers. Even with the two of us working together, we wouldn't have made it past 30 steps.
What if you added me to the count? Oh my god. Look at his back.
Think whatever you want.
He's like, bro, I don't know.
Yeah, Kremnos used to be the place every warrior longed for. Kind of a shame you didn't live in that era full of strong warriors, eh, Mighty? If all the heroes of the past hadn't fallen one after another, I wouldn't be the only worthy opponent you have left.
What's Mighty gonna say to this? Well, I'm sorry, look at Mighty. This is insane. I feel like I should be paying for this. This is insane. This is one of the prettiest characters who ever lived. You know?
Are you scared? It's still not too late.
Oh my god, the dynamic is so fun. The poking, the prodding.
No, I'm just thinking about the warriors who also braved this very corridor in the past. They all ventured towards the city of the Lance of Fury, all just to set their names in gold. The fortress may be in ruins.
It's gorgeous.
Now, but what we're about to do is no different from what they were striving for back then. Let's go. We'll take back the core flame of strife, or die in Kremnos.
Whoa.
Those are the only two paths to glory we can choose from.
Honestly though, like, it's not far off from the idea of Trailblaze, of like, you know, finding your own Trailblaze mission, but in this too, it also again has that heroic vibe, that epic journey vibe of like, we will do this or we fall. You know, we unite or we fall, we fight or we fall. Like, it really has that energy to it, right? It does get you amped up, and it's a really good, and it sounds great coming from Fineon as well. They also mentioned how this place used to be a place for, like, warriors, and I wonder if that, again, that also affects probably my day as well, the idea that this place used to be such a beautiful place for people that would all, from all over the world, would come to become, like, great warriors and fight under Nicodor. And now it's, like, a place that's only resulting in bad feelings, you know what I mean, compared to what it used to be. They're really setting this place up as a terrifying place, honestly.
How does it feel to be home again after so long?
Not here. I lived in the inner city.
Oh, okay.
Oh, as befitting of the Crown Prince of Kremnos.
The Crown Prince? Is that a joke, or is he actually the Crown Prince of Kremnos? Very interesting. Yeah, this is. I think what they've done here in Amphoreus has been nothing short of just absolutely incredible. They built up this place. Oh my god, can we go up there? I know that's not where we're going, but can we go up there? This music. Again, epic, right? And I think since it's like very based on Greek culture and Greek monuments and stuff like this too, I think we can call it epic. Oh my god, look at that. I think we can call it epic without feeling silly, you know, it is epic. It's grand. The music is like angelic and has like a choir vibe to it. It's really incredible. Oh no, this is an exit. I thought we could go up the steps. That's really funny though. Maybe it's not necessary to go that far. Yeah, it's just incredible. They really they presented all of Amphoreus in such a great way, whether it be like presenting the Titans in a very dangerous way, presenting the Chrysos heirs personalities in such a fantastic way, like they're dynamic with each other and them as individuals, whether it be my days, like, you know, aggressiveness, but aggressive bitterness, but very like, you know, determined vibe, Finon's heroic energy and dreams of, you know, obtaining this core flame. Castrum clearly has a problem with the idea of her association with death. She's very socially awkward, but she's like trying her best to, like, you know, I guess still do her part in this world too. Tribi, Trian, and I forget what the other one was called again. But they're like, you know, these this separation of three personalities that all have so varied and different. Aglaea, who cares about this world, but is, you know, making sacrifices and doing stuff that like people might not agree with to protect this world. There's so much going on with a lot of these characters. They're so interesting and so varied. It's been really fantastic. Again, this episode's gonna be shorter than usual Honkai Star Rail videos because it's a bonus episode, but we're still gonna play for a little bit longer. This is freaking gorgeous. Oh my god, even the lighting here as well. What a gorgeous area. Battles, fights. Who, what are you weak to? Do we have anyone that does that? What are you weak to again? Do we have any ice people? We have fire. We don't have anything that you're weak to, I think. It's okay though. It's okay though. We'll fight. We can make you weak to something. If that's what you want. If that's what you asked for.
Until everything burns to ashes! This is more than sets in the seas ablaze!
Crazy. Just like that.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Fight!
I mean, this works out. This scene works out, for sure. Asta, damage dealer, let's do it. Bam. Yeah, I mean, this team works out. I like this team.
Every victory is hard won.
Stunning. It really is just a really fantastic area.
There. Once we pass through that gate, we'll be in the Acropolis.
So and again, he knows this area probably a little bit better than we do, of course.
We'll finally see some soldiers roaming about.
They're minions who succumbed to depravity. Smashing them to pieces would be the greatest mercy.
And he almost sees like, yeah, freeing them, because again, it's taken it to heart, because these were his people, right? This used to be his people, and he's seen them suffer. He's seen them like, you know, go through so much, I think, as well. Like, and that's probably what's like bothering him a lot as well, is that they have like gone through so much, and it is like, you know, something that probably weighs in his mind incredibly heavily so as well, you know.
It seems enemies aren't the only things stopping us. This bridge has fallen into disrepair. I suppose even Kremnoan craftsmanship can be unreliable sometimes.
I mean, we can help with this now, right?
Sorry to disappoint, but the outer city was built by convicts.
Oh, like prison labor?
No wonder it's so fragile. Maybe these people were taking their grievances out on you.
The thing is, like, a lot of times with worlds and I mean, it's kind of maybe hitting close home as well. Like, a lot of people, like, they would have, like, a lot of people that just, like, would have to build against their will with a lot of, like, especially in, like, you know, Greek culture and stuff like that as well. But, like, I never really heard about the quality being bad.
Doesn't matter. There's no shame in resistance here, whether it's from an adversary or a convict on death row.
There's no shame in resistance here? What does he mean about this? Like, resisting is a good thing?
Except now, it's stopping the people trying to kill Nikador. It's moments like this that make me miss Treebe's power.
Well, we can do it. Look, if I'm an expert.
Oh, Treebe taught you how? I have to say that the ability to perform miracles is innate. Without a priest's resonance, an ordinary person would fall into a coma after chanting the first few words of the prayer. But since you volunteered, please be my guest.
Sure. Ornyx prayers can be used to temporarily rewind and collapse floating bridge to its levitating state. The rewound bridge, floating bridge, can only be crossed once before it collapsed again. Additionally, the bridge is powered by crystals below it, and impacting the crystals will also cause the bridge to collapse. Okay, so it only temporarily does it. Once it's crossed, it will collapse again. Okay. When the tribulator system is standing atop of the unstable bridge, they will not be able to activate the prayer to rewind the bridge. Okay. So we have to, like, stand away from it. Fair enough. Yeah, it's really cool that, like, and lucky that we came on this journey as well with these guys, I suppose. But this is a really cool power.
Amazing! You do have the touch.
Phaidon is, like, so upbeat. He's so great to be around, huh?
And it's broken.
But there's a chest down there.
I guess even a Titan's power isn't enough to stabilize this bridge.
This is like, when I said it
just like the soul of a criminal. Fragile.
Mighty, don't do that.
Inspection complete.
You're beautiful. Don't be talking bad about the criminals, okay? You're just gonna make your beauty fade. It gives me Spyro the Dragon vibes, because obviously there was a lot of, like, again, that type of design in Spyro the Dragon as well, like the Greek culture type stuff. But also I love the type of, like, you know, that old age platformer with, like, a character will be talking as you're walking along, and it really feels like Phaidon would be a perfect sidekick character to be like, oh great, you passed the bridge. Oh no, more enemies, you know, like that type of character, like in a PS2 game. I think he'd be perfect for that, honestly. Are you weak to me? Are you weak to... Oh, you are. Thank you very much. I'm just going to set some stuff up here. Maybe, what's this?
Found your weakness.
Okay, maybe that works. That works. It's a weakness.
Joining the battle. Detonate.
Who invited you?
Like
I was just saying who invited you is insane.
Burns to ashes! Who will it be?
No one even knows what that does. What's Asta's move, by the way?
Oh, profound secrets of the stars. Give these trailblazers your blessing.
Oh my god. She's so cheerful as well. There's a speed boost too, which is cool. And actually, I have some stuff on Firefly that actually makes our speed really good and increases our break damage, I believe.
Set the seas ablaze! Set the seas ablaze!
So good. It feels, it's so satisfying seeing her do that.
Let's improvise.
Great stuff again. And we don't need to do the buff. It literally just take up time here when we do this as well.
Fight to live!
Nothing major.
I forgot about the mechanic on them as well. We still have to worry about the game mechanic too. Yeah, like I like this team quite a bit.
The stars will always remember us.
But of course I want to play as Firefly as well. Let's recreate this. Great stuff. I'll take the basic treasure off you, no problem.
Inspection complete. Nothing suspicious.
Challenge me? Oh. See that? No matter how great the mountain, I can crack it up with a single flicker. Despite the heavy price you have to pay. Okay, very cool. Very, very, very cool. That, guys, is going to end this video here. And again, it's a bonus video, so it's going to be a little bit shorter, but we'll come back and do the rest of this in the next one as well. We can do one more battle before we go. Am I... There you go. Hiya. He says hiya. We'll do one more battle before we go, but we'll talk about all the stuff that happened here as well.
The mood is set just
I actually,
Let the show
really
begin.
liked what was going on here as well, but we'll go back to the Astral Express and talk about this as well.
Eternal
awesome
sleep
stuff.
is not the dead return.
And of course, then the banner stuff will come up after that as well, so you can see that too.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah, I like this team quite a bit. I really like this team.
Set the seas ablaze!
Like, it just really, really, is fun to use. I think Firefly just in general is a very satisfying character to watch do stuff, so it's always really great. And even like our cell isn't fully upgraded yet. Let's go back to the Astral Express for a bit. Go to the party car maybe. Black Swan is just still there. Is Sunday still here? Just hanging out? He is. That's so interesting. It's such a cool way of doing it. It really is. Having these characters just hanging out here as well. Let's sit in Pom-Pom's area, I guess, as we talk about the stuff that just happened in this video. And with this amazing music in the background. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this bonus video, first of all. It's obviously not done yet. But I think that, like, one thing I'm just so impressed by when it comes to Honkai Star Rail and Amphoreus is, again, the presentation of this world. I think it's so fantastic. They've done such a good job of, like, taking all the stuff that they want to convey in this world, and, like, not only they've given it to us in a very natural way by showing us how the characters feel and how they act, but they've also given it to us as well in a way that, like, is informative as well, and we're learning stuff as we're going too. We obviously, like, you know, found out that Castrum and Finon were making plans to basically stop Aglaea from killing us, but we also find out that Aglaea was never going to kill us at all. And not only that, if she tried to kill us, Tribi or Trian or, you know, that trio would have came in to stop us. So really, we had no chance of dying in that moment, which I think is so interesting to me. How intricate, like, the little details and the conversations and the arguments, and not arguments, but like the little, like, plans that people have, and people's perception can change between all the characters. I think it just makes every character so interesting to me that in that one situation where we thought we were going to die, Castrum knew we weren't going to die because she called Finon. Finon knew that if he didn't show up, we could have died. Aglaea, but no, or he thought that, I should say. Aglaea knew we weren't going to die. Tribi thought we weren't going to die either. It's like this really interesting like thought process that everyone has, and it's all for a reason. And in this process of doing this, in this whole situation, Aglaea wanted to test how we were going to step up in this situation. Like, what was our plan to step up in this situation? And she ended up finding out that we did have like a strong resolve, but also I think that she's saying, in my opinion, her being a bit harsh to us was also a very good way of getting us closer to like the Chrysos heirs. Because now we have Finon and Castrum on our side, and that's two allies that are really fantastic to have with us as well. I just think it's like really a great way of showcasing the lengths that Aglaea will go to. And as I said, I think that I definitely got Aglaea's character wrong in a way, where I do think she will do whatever it takes to protect this world. But I think that like she wants us to think that way. And it's kind of like the boss who, you know, I know we don't always have this boss, but we've seen the boss maybe once in our lives, or maybe we've heard of a boss like this who wants to be feared and wants people to fear them, but is actually like not trying to hurt anyone seriously, if you know what I mean. Where it's like, oh, I don't want to piss off Mr. Peterson. Oh my God, I don't want to piss off Mr. Peterson. But then Peterson, when he actually has to do something, you kind of feel like maybe, oh, I survived there, but he makes it look like you survived by the skin of your teeth. You know, it's like kind of like you mess up in work and you come to Mr. Peterson's office and he's like, what the hell was that? It's like, you know what? I should fire you. But we're so close to Christmas and we need employees. So go on, keep going, keep working. When in reality, he had no intention of firing us anyway. He just needed us to and I'm not saying it's a good thing, by the way, because that's awful too. You don't want to be like terrified of losing your job. But you know what I mean? I think Aglaea as a character wants people to have a little bit of fear of her. Because in this process, it makes people like not... it tests people's resolve. It tests people's devotion in some ways to the cause. And the Chrysos heirs cause and the prophecy and all this too. While also, in this case, it brought us closer together to Finon and Castrum, where they worked to save our lives. And now we have like this whole thing amongst them too. I think really well done. All around. I love the characterization of everyone here. I love the secret plans, all this stuff. Finon showed us stuff to do with the 12 Titans, the kind of like constellation stuff. And it was actually really interesting learning about the Titans. We learned like kind of like a little bit about each Titan as we were going forward, about like, you know, I'm probably going to blank out the names, but I'm going to go look back as well. So sorry if I forget the names, but like say like, for example, Nicodor, he used to be respected by many, but was driven mad. And was this great Titan that people followed and loved and warriors flocked to, and they still do in some cases. But he let the Black Tides kind of not Black Tides, that was the other one. He let madness take him through a war with the Chrysos heirs, and now he just endlessly fights, and he can't satiate his hunger for fighting as well. He used to be a protector of this world, but now he's turned his spear on the people as well. There was also a Titan that was a Titan of mischief. I forget the name. It was like Grievous. But that Titan, I'm again sorry about blanking on the names, but he was a Titan that basically was a mischievous Titan, but had this reason to be in this world where like they both represented the truth and lies at the same time too. People would use them as a charm and a way, and also would be cursed by them. There's also a Titan that was like a Titan of was a reason. Was the third Titan that they had there as well. The Titan of Reason was the Titan of Death. The Titan of Death. This was the Titan that ferried people to their death, but they haven't actually seen this Titan, and they don't actually know of this Titan. They don't know what the Titan looks like or haven't seen the Titan. But this is again a Titan that like is supposed to like, you know, take people's riches and bring them towards like death, even like Chrysos heirs that we brought towards their final resting place as well. And these are the three ones we learned about this too. We also learned about the idea of taking the core flame away from these Titans. When the core flame is taken away from these Titans, the person who takes the core flame is considered a demigod in that sense. Or maybe they're already considered demigods, but they become like the upholders of the world. Because we learned that both Aglaea and Tribi have their core flames, and they will eventually leave this world because they're upholding the world in place of the Titans that they replaced. And that's a very interesting concept, because I wonder then if that's what's going to happen to Finon. Will he take the core flame, and then will he have to uphold the world, and then will he eventually leave? It really feels like, again, like this kind of like creatures leaving this world to the people after them. But then that's the whole thing of the prophecy. They're supposed to take out the Titans, take their core flames, And then someone else would have to uphold the world. That's the Genesis prophecy that they have here as well. We've seen so far that 6 Titans have had their core flames taken away from them, but that was a really arduous task to even take their flames away from them. So they actually had they revered that because it took a long time to do that. And Finon still wishes to be able to do this. And that's where we see kind of a motivation for all these characters as well. We tried to talk to them about certain things, but they don't know everything. We don't know why Castrum, for example, chose to be like this. We asked her why she chose to be an executioner, but she didn't want to talk about it. I think it's something that definitely upsets her. Finon definitely is a character who takes this very seriously, is very heroic, and wants this to be it's almost like it's his whole life goal is to get this core flame. And I think it is his life goal is to get this core flame as well. So we see those motivations between those 2 characters too, but we also, again, as you said, see the prophecy amongst these about the Titans, taking the core flame out the Titans and giving the world back to the people, I guess, as well. Because the world is very dangerous right now, and even Aglaea says it later, all these Titans are still watching over us. The Sky Titan, for example, is still surveying the skies for anyone who tries to get out of here. There's Titans who are still being, the Time Titan, who's still being very mischievous, and we don't know when they could strike at any moment. We don't know what's going to happen with them. That's why she needed Castrum, for example, to stay behind. It's all really presented very well. I feel like the motivations of the characters, the history of this world, the reasoning behind the Chrysos heirs and why they want to topple the Titans, affecting this world and how some of them have gone mad, and taking the core flames off those Titans for the Chrysos heirs. And the Chrysos heirs are chosen kind of randomly, and Castrum said she believes it's to do with them being in trouble. So I wonder if it is at your worst point that you're picked back up by this power as well. That's the way I look at it anyway. It seems like that could be a possibility. But yeah, I love the way they presented this. I love it. And not just this, but how they presented, because it felt very magical and out of this world, but then also how they talk about the Titans is so well done too, because there is this feeling of fear when they talk about them that is really hard to really get past. It's always incredibly scary in a way, and they really build them up as a really comparable and scary threat, and something that needs to be toppled at the very least. And it's kind of sad too, because it seems like they used to be revered amongst all these people. But yeah, that's kind of what they went for here. And again, I love the motivations of the characters, love the personalities of the characters. As we were setting off on this journey and we were set off to destroy Nicodor and take that core flame from him, we learned, we saw Aglaea, being so commanding and presenting this thing to everyone and this job. And you can see why she's in the place of the leadership role in this. My D is a character who, he used to be a follower of Nicodor, and those were his people of the Kremnos. But he no longer follows them because he believes that Nicodor has gone mad, and now he wants to he wants to destroy him, not for a core flame, but because as a human, he kind of wants to get revenge on him, or he wants to take him out in maybe not in honor of his people, but as some sort of personal vendetta as well. He even said to Finon, you can have that too, which was so cool to hear as well, because Finon's about taking that core flame, and they're both kind of in competition. It feels like I'm going to take him out. Finon's motivation, of course, as we said, is he's very heroic. He wants to take this core flame. That's his whole life goal. Castrum wanted to come, but she has to stay behind, because she's needed just in case. One of the Chrysos heirs needs to stay behind in this case too. And we were sent as well because we have we're good at offense, and we also have the ability that Tribi taught us as well. But yeah, the way they present the characters is so good. It's so good because even if we don't know fully everything about them, they're drip feeding stuff. Whether it be the mysterious nature of what Castrum is, what's My Day's motivation and his true past. They called him the crown prince of Kremnos, so it might be something he is more he has a higher status than we think. And by the way, if this is something that you learned in the trailer beforehand, I don't want to know. Your comments will just get deleted. I don't need to know. We're gonna find out everything as we're going forward. There's all these different things and Finon's character, I think we're gonna see a crack eventually somewhere, because he's so heroic and so noble that I think there is going to be some sort of crack somewhere, some sort of thing in his motivation that's going to crack, and the glass might crack a little bit. Tribi and Trian, they're all interesting characters too, of course, but they're have a very comedic and funny aspect to them, a very adorable aspect to them. And Aglaea is one of the most interesting characters who ever existed in Honkai Star Rail. She's a character that equal parts is impressive and equal parts is kind of scary, She knows so much while also not revealing so much. So she has this feeling where she has like a lot of power over situations, and she's making a lot of things go the way she wants them. Even if it is for something virtuous, it's very like interesting to see how she works. And I'm actually like incredibly impressed with the characterization of Aglaea as well. I'm impressed with all the characters here in this game. On top of everything else, the world is amazing. The places we've gone to are gorgeous. The locations are stunning. The music in the background is so epic and has a great feel to it. But overall, I'm really loving how this world has been presented, how the lore has been presented, and how this world has been created. I can't wait to see more about the Titans and the personal motivation. Because while like all the epic lore in the background is so incredible, I'm also like really into the idea of the personal ideas of this as well, and that's what really motivates me as well. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. I think this was absolutely incredible, and we're going to be playing some more tomorrow as well, and you can see more of that too. It'll be a longer episode, I believe, as well. I'm going to send you over to Calvin from the past, who did the banner reaction and stuff, I guess, too. He didn't do the trials this episode, but like we might do the trials at the end of the next episode or something like that too, but it just reacted to the banner anyways. Characters we've already seen before as well, but it might be cool to play as them. We might actually play as Link Shaw maybe next episode too, but you can see that there as well, guys. Just to say as well as the insert as well, guys, I do think it's also really interesting to have, with the Aglaea relationship with everyone else, how everyone like follows her so well, but they also just like are so blissfully unaware of all the stuff that she knows as well. And I think it honestly makes her like a very like intricate, detailed, but also scary character in some ways too. I really can't wait to see how like My Day and Finon's relationship develops, how Castrum develops with us as well, and how Aglaea will see us after this mission too. Like, it's all stuff that I'm super interested in. So this part of the video is probably put at the... Oh, this is still so beautiful. This part of the video is probably put at the end of the video. Because I don't want it to kind of like, you know, I guess... as I usually do with banner stuff, I try to put it at the end of the video now so we can actually get like a flow with the story as well. This is the banner part of the video, which has changed. I will say... And I don't blame anybody. I'm not coming out here being awful or mean about it. I did get spoiled on the banner. What happens is usually new people come in and they don't really know the rules sometimes that I have. And that's perfectly okay. And I will say now, I don't want to know anything that's coming up on the banner. And the general rule is if it hasn't happened, we don't talk about it. That's the best way to go about it. It's just mainly just because so I can go into everything super fresh, even the banner. I like looking at the banner for myself and being like, oh, look who it is on the banner. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, F this person or F that person. Some people like are new and they tend to just go like, oh yeah, like because that's what happens in Hoyo. Everyone talks about the banner, right? That's what you do, you know? So I'm not gonna sit here and be like, you know, bad about it. But basically what's going to happen in the future is like, I want everyone just to make sure we know that, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, if you're checking out this section of the video, then you can definitely know that, okay, we don't talk about the banner, because I like it being a surprise. It's kind of fun. So yes, I did know that she was on the banner. An absolutely fantastic character. And there is Link Shaw as well, who is a really cool design, a really cool character too. And on the 4-star, we have Sampo, we have Natasha, and Arlen. We have a good group of characters here. A really good group of characters here. I always like forget how to pronounce Fugia. So again, people told me, but it's one of those things where like I think it's like Fuga. Fuga is how you pronounce it. Yeah, 100%. Really cool artwork here as well. Link Shaw, of course, always looks really, really cool too. The 4-stars are cool as well. But I will say this now, like I could wish to get like an Eidolon for Sampo, but like I don't really feel compelled to wish on these banners personally. But it's really cool seeing them at the very least. And let's see the light cones. Oh, that's a beautiful light cone. That's absolutely stunning, isn't it? Yeah, really stunning light cones as well. Yeah, I don't really feel compelled right now to vote. I'm not gonna vote. I don't feel compelled to wish on the banner right now. Mostly just because like I'm. Oh, you have 5 of these though. Mostly just because I'm kind of like I don't know. I'm waiting for Robin. I'll just say it right. All right. I'm waiting for Robin. I'm saving up all my gems for Robin. When Robin comes back at the banner, we're gonna try our best to get Robin. It's all that's on my mind right now because I know I can lose a 50-52, so I'm trying to get enough gems. Whereas even if I lose a 50-50, I can still wish and get Robin. So Robin is on the mind and hopefully going to be on the banner at some point. Generally with characters like this, it's like, yeah, amazing designs, amazing characters, really cool characters, but not what I want, not what I'm looking for right now, and that is Robin. Yeah, we can totally wish on this banner though for sure. In fact, I think we might be able to get like 5 more of these. Not that we're going to get something amazing out of this, but we might as well do the full 10, right? We might as well do the full 10 and get our stuff in the shop and do a full 10. Who knows what we could get? You never know. Generally, it just means a 4-star, but even like a 4-star light cone is usually very good in this game. I find that it's actually like always fantastic in this game. Like, not always fantastic, but like I find like more often than not when I do some wishes, I find out that I have something that's actually really cool. Even if it is a 4-star character. And we don't have every 4-star character in the game too, so... Oh! I guess we don't need to even wish to get an Eidolon. Very cool. That's very good for us. Very good for us. Yeah. That's great. 100%. That's so good. Yeah. Like, honestly... Like, because I'm like, oh, will we wish on this banner to get some Eidolons for Sampo? We don't even need to. Gotta be careful with this now. There we go. Yeah. Hell yeah. How many of these do we have? We might actually have gotten one before from like something else, but I don't think so. It's this one we have to activate. Yeah, we've won. We've won.
Has a colorful path,
defeating an enemy afflicted with wind shear has a 100% base chance to deflect all enemies with 1 stacks of wind shear. That's pretty cool. Look at the eye there as well. That's honestly one of the best possible scenarios we could have there. There we go. So yeah, that's the banner. In future, as I'm saying, you know, it's not gonna be a thing where like, you know, I want like there's gonna be like leeway with that. Just we don't talk about anything that hasn't happened. And the banner stuff to me is something that makes these videos really fun for me as well, where I can be like, oh, let's look at the banner together for the first time. I wasn't sure of like Link Shaw being on here, but I did know that Fuga was gonna be on this banner for sure. But yeah, Link Shaw and Fuga are both on the banner. Very cool characters, but again, we're waiting for Robin, and we're saving up our gens for Robin. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, by the way. Let Calvin say goodbye to you right now.
Will you be joining us? Then it's settled.
Thank you so much for watching this episode, and thanks so much for supporting me and being supportive in this series. I actually think this is such a great, fantastic game. It's so freaking good, and it's such a great world as well. I want to say thank you to my patrons at the highest tier. By the way, I said at the start of this video as well, I would like a text. You can get this episode for a day early. In fact, this episode came out on Thursday this week. So you would have, the people who watched it would have seen it earlier on Patreon and YouTube. And it's the lowest tier, so you can just pay $1 or $1.50 and €1. And you can get those videos early. And also as well, guys, just to say about the Patreon stuff, sometimes the videos will be a day earlier, some weeks they'll be 2 weeks. I'd say every 2 weeks they'll be 2 days early, and every 2 weeks they'll be 1 day early. That's how it kind of goes. But there is early videos constantly happening on the Patreon and YouTube as well, amongst other perks too. Thanks so much to Tyfire2, Jamie Bull, Johnny the Banana, The Ghost of Nuzuma, Felistus Felix, Yule, Radish, Anusta, Yassassin, True Peanut Butter, Peter Shelson, Leon, High Casperian, Jared Beanham, Neo Sharite, and the highest tier on my YouTube, Gorgum7, Blasco, and Lucinagi. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye.